All right, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G, back at y'all in the episode of Running With You. And tonight I want to run it with y'all about something my homie gave me the idea to talk about tonight. And he was saying, man, do an episode on the value of time in relationships. And I ain't really going to say much more than that. You just, come up whatever you could cook up with just off that statement alone. And I said, all right. And when I think about time and when I think about relationships, I always say, bro, it's gonna be things you're gonna have to compromise with when you're in a relationship if you want a relationship to work. Compromising is gonna be the biggest key to having a relationship work, you know, and that might be compromising some of your time that you want to do something, but you're gonna have to give your lady some time as well. You might want to hang out with your partners, but if you ain't been hanging with your lady, you gotta give her time as well. You gotta give your kids time. Um, I think Sunday Fun Day is a good day that you could go ahead on and spend time with the family. If your girl work on a Sunday, try to make it work, or if y'all got the ability to take a day off, on the same day, like say Wednesday is your day off and she has the opportunity to take off on Wednesdays as well. Okay, well, that should be y'all day where y'all should go ahead on and, plan a date night, get a babysitter, go out. And, Sunday fun day could be the day for the family, you know, cook breakfast in the morning, eat at the dinner table as a family, no phones allowed, no iPads allowed, talk to one another, engage with one another, ask your kids how they school week been, how they school day been, spend time as a family, go out as a unit, go out as a group. And also when it comes to the kids, if you got two, three kids, spend time with each of them alone. You want to have that one-on-one time with kids as well. You might have two sons, one daughter. Give that daughter, one-on-one time with you, father the daughter. Give that one son that you have, which is maybe your oldest, time, and you give him game on how he need to look after his brother and sister. You might have the middle child. You got to tell the middle child, hey, I know things it's kind of rough for you because you're the middle child and you know what all comes with that. You're not old enough for this. You're too young for that. You probably get you just getting pulled in every which way. You know how that middle child be, but I think when it comes to giving time in a relationship, whether it be with your kids, whether it be with your girl, I think it's very important. And you gotta compromise things. You gotta schedule things. You gotta meet those appointments and those scheduled dates and things of that nature to make the relationship work. And sometimes you could be spontaneous. It ain't always just gotta be something that's planned and thought out. Sometimes you might want to keep your girl on her toes, because surprise her sometimes. Come with a spare the moment date. Spare the moment little things of that nature that you could do for her that can engage some excitement. Um, but like I say, man, I think when it comes to relationships, bro, the biggest key factor is gonna be compromising, bro. Because if you're single and you've been single for a while, you could get stuck in your ways. But when you get in a relationship and the slightest thing could kind of annoy you or be of inconvenience, man, just work through that shit, communicate and compromise. Talk about what can work for you, what do you expect, what do you could do better at, and vice versa. But you gotta give time with your girl because when it comes to cheating, though, now this just an extreme, but when it comes to people having problems in relationship, infidelity, looking elsewhere for attention, the main things be financial problems, and another main thing be time. You gotta give time to your partner. Find a little series that y'all both go watch, and don't watch the series without her. Like find a series that y'all both go watch, and when a new episode come on, that on that certain day, y'all know, okay, it's 8 o'clock. Let's go watch our show. Like have y'all own show, have y'all own restaurant that y'all like to go to where y'all know each other favorite meal off the menu. Y'all know each other favorite drink off the drinking list. Like have your own little things that's meant for y'all because over time that it's gonna become special and y'all bond gonna be stronger. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Plan dates, have game nights with your family. Uh, it's all sort of things like going through my mind right now. But and like I say, man, be spontaneous. Whip out a planned picnic for her that you could surprise her with during maybe even a lunch break. If you know she got an hour lunch and her place of work is very close to the house, or if she worked from home, plan a little picnic or something right in the backyard. Plan a little picnic at a nearby park. Have her favorite drinks, have her favorite snacks. Bring some tunes out there, and you know, show your girl some attention. Show your girl some time. Because one thing about a woman, they gonna crave attention, bro. Especially when they got all these dating apps and these social media apps. A lot of percentage of married people are on dating apps. I hope y'all know that, but a large percentage of married people that's on dating apps. And I ain't really saying all this to, make it seem like, oh, I need to do this before my girl cheat on me. I ain't saying that. All I'm saying is give your girl attention so she don't have to look for it elsewhere. And she gotta have her hobbies. She gotta have her habits, and you gotta have yours. When she won't watch certain shows, let her watch her own shows. And when you won't play the game, you play the game. But it gotta be a time where, okay, she do her thing, I do my thing, but it gotta be a time where y'all both come together and y'all have your own thing. It gotta be a time where y'all spend time with the family as a unit. It gotta be a time where you giving attention to your firstborn all the way down to your youngest, you know, and you want to spread that time out with everybody so that bond could be stronger with you as the man of the household, you know. And I'm gonna keep it short and sweet right now, but yeah, man, you definitely want to spend time with your family because one thing about it, man, time is the only thing we can't get back. One thing about it, no matter how rich you is, time is of the essence, and that's the only thing a person can't buy is time. You know, it's people out here rich, got big houses, but the house ain't a home. It's people out here rich, but give too much time for work and not enough time with their kids, and their kids resent them for that. It's a such thing as a workaholic father. It's a such thing as a workaholic husband, and forgetting Valentine's Day, forgetting birthdays, forgetting anniversaries. You don't want to be that guy because time is something you can't get back. Work gonna always be there. Money, the hustle gonna always be there. But your kids, while they young, is not gonna always be there. Your kids, while they're a teenager, is not gonna always be there. Because pretty soon they're gonna become an adult. They're gonna resent you a little bit for not giving them enough time, and then they're gonna find that person that they're gonna fall in love with and have their own family and go their own ways, and you're gonna be missing out on a whole bunch of time. And that's another reason why you shouldn't be doing criminal penitentiary chances because you're gonna end up in a place that they're gonna give you a lot of time, and now your girl gonna really give attention to somebody else and be with somebody else, and your kids ain't gonna be able to grow up, and you ain't gonna be able to see your kids grow up. So men out there, all I'm saying is, man, make time in relationships, make time for your family, make time for even your mother, even your friends. But most of all, you got to make time for your girl and you got to make time for your kids, you know. Because, like I say, man, there's rich people out here, they, they financially providing as a father, but they ain't giving them enough time as a father. They financially providing as a husband, but they ain't giving enough time as a husband. It's a reason why pool boy infidelities is a thing. It's a reason why mailman infidelity is a thing. And I ain't trying to keep it going back to the extreme of cheating, but you know, All I'm saying is, man, you gotta give time, because if you don't, she gonna complain about it to you. She gonna complain about it to her friends, and eventually, mine's gonna wonder, and you ain't gonna want that to happen, my guy. But if you like this video, go ahead on and like it. Go ahead on and subscribe what you're waiting on. If you'd like for me to speak on something else, go ahead on and hit up the email, nocapnofilter7@gmail.com. If you'd like for me to react to something, hit up the email, nocapnofilter7@gmail.com. Until then, I'm out.